And not being able to hear everyone and harmonize, it was so beautiful hearing you guys play, but not being able to harmonize and sing with you was
I gotta
sad.
give Monique credit.
Enter, you're live.
Oh, hello. I'm saying nice things though. Hi everyone.
Okay. 3, 4. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לי, יאללה לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לי, יאללה לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לה 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 לה.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone!
Shabbat Shalom.
Oh boy, did I miss this. Oh boy, did I miss Kabbalat Shabbat with our band. Boy, did I miss Kabbalat Shabbat with your voices. Because it's nice to see your souls and your smiles over Zoom. But being with you makes a difference. And I don't despair those of you who are here on Zoom. Yes, we love seeing you and feeling your presence as well. But I think specifically of a band. How can you have a band over Zoom? It's just not possible. And so here we are. Here we are to celebrate Shabbat together. My name is Rabbi Zach Shapiro, and I welcome you to Temple Akiba of Culver City. We have so much to celebrate on this Shabbat, as Micah will be becoming a bar mitzvah tomorrow, and and the celebration begins now. I do want to introduce those who are joining us in our band. We've got the one and only sensational, incredible Cantor Lonnie Freilich.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
We have got Dr. Jonathan Gording on the dobro.
Woo-hoo.
Good to see you again, Doctor. And of course, we've got Craigie Fresh Newman on lead vocal and guitar, as well as his daughter, Sadie, on percussion.
Woo-hoo.
Kabbalat Shabbat is our service and song. You will hear very little spoken word tonight. We want to have a musical theme from beginning to end, which is really all about light and goodness. We will be referring to our prayer books, but if we forget to say a page, or if we say a page and you're not sure of the words, Cantor, what do we say?
Just sing la la la.
Just sing la la la. We want to hear your voices. We miss hearing them. And so lift up this space with your light. We are going to continue with a song that is not in your books. It's called Olam Chesed Yivaneh. And we'll be singing this a few times during tonight's service. And this means that our world is built with chesed, with loving kindness, and with goodness. which is not in our prayer books, is called Bring in the Light by Alana Jagoda. It's all about harnessing the light of Shabbat.
Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. May you have a peaceful day. Shabbat Shalom. May you have a restful day. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. As we watch the candles shine, Shabbat Shalom. Cover the challah, pour the wine. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. Time to take a big deep breath. Let's all take a deep breath in. Shabbat Shalom, a special day for us to rest. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat every Friday night as the world around us gets darker. We bring in light. I can't think of a better family to bring in the light tonight than the Schwartz family. And so, Micah, we invite you, your brother Eli, your parents, Shai and Jamie, to come forward to the podium. And we all turn to page 2 of our prayer books.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlikner shel Shabbat.
Friends, we now invite all who are able to please rise. We turn to page 5 for our Kiddush for Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'rasavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahava u'ratzon, hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom tehillah lemikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, ki banu v'charta, ve'tanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, ve'shabbat kodshecha, ve'ahava u'ratzon, hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh haShabbat. Amen.
L'chaim.
L'chaim. Now take your mask off for a second. Take a sip. Good job. Thank you so much, everyone. Mazel tov. Please be seated, everyone. Craig? Sure? No, we'll do it later. Yeah. Right. Also not in our prayer books, but in our souls. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash. Sing a new song unto God.
I'm gonna rock this one, Sadie.
Here we go.
Continuing now on page 26 with the Chati Kaddish. Micah, why don't you come on to the podium again? Page 26, everyone. Micah, come on forward.
Start now.
Go for it.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabba
Amen.
Belmadi vrachirute v'yamlich malchute
V'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayedecho beit Yisrael Bagala bagala u'bizman karim
V'yimeru
Amen.
Yeshmer
Rabba mevorach le'olam olam me'omaya Yitbarach
Yitbara v'yishtaba v'yitbar v'yitramam v'yitnase v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha
Richu
le'ela min kol birchata v'shirhata
Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiram be'ama
v'yimeru
Amen.
Thank you so much, Micah. Micah, you can go back and be with your family, but don't sit down because all of there we go. But don't sit down. I was saying all of us are going to rise. And we turn in our prayer book now to page 28 for our formal call to worship the Baruch Hu.
Page 32. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha, Amcha, mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem nege yomam balayla, nege yomam balayla. Ve'ahavat ha'al tasir, imenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael, Ohev amo Yisrael.
The most important commandment, according to many in Judaism, is the commandment to listen, to really listen. That means when you see someone and say, "How are you?" to really listen to their answer. You may have something on your mind, but when you ask, "How are you?" look into their eyes, listen to their minds and their souls. It's a hard thing to do. That's why the most central prayer in our Judaism is not about looking. It's not about the words we speak. It's not even about the things we do. It's about listening. Shema Yisrael. We can turn in our books. It's on,
Pages 34 and 35.
thank you, Kendra. You see, I'm listening to her now. Pages 34 and 35. And we're going to listen before we sing together. And when Dr. Gording is finished with that intro, we're going to rise and sing together.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu,
We continue on page 36 with Thou Shalt Love. The words are more or less in the English. Please, please have your souls open to sing along. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all your heart, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, with all your mind. All these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart. Shall be in your heart. Shall be in your heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. Unto your children. Thou shalt speak of them when thou sittest in thy house. When thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, thou shalt bind them for a sign upon your hand. Upon thy hand, and they shall be for frontlets between thine eyes. Between thine eyes. Thou shalt write them on the doorposts of thy house, and upon thy gate, and upon thy gate, and upon thy gate, and upon thy gate, that he may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto thy God. 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 Micah, come on forward. Micah is going to continue leading us in the chanting of the V'ahavta, the Hebrew of what we just sang together. It's on page 36 in the Hebrew.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושידנתם לפניך ודיברת בשבתך בביתך ובלתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין ידיך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Beautiful, Micah. Thank you so much. Have a seat. Our next prayer, actually, Micah, was written just for you. Your name is Micah. The prayer is called the Micha Mocha, which is based on your name. It's on page 40, everyone. This is our Song of Freedom, Capo 3. All right, take it away, Craig. Please rise again, everyone. We're on page 30, on page 46. And Micah, come on forward to get ready for the Amidah.
Numbers on it.
Ata Adonai Eloheinu Velokei Avotenu Vimotenu Elokei Abraham Elokei Yitzhak Velokei Yaakov Elokei Sarah Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, El Hagadol, Hagibor Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Zocher Haste Avot Vimahot, Umeli Gula Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shamo Be'achava, Mele Ozer Umashia Umagid, Baruch Ata Adonai, Magen Avraham, Zedrat Sarah, Ata Gibor Lelam Adonai, Mechayek HaKol Ata, Rav Shia, Mehakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayek HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Berufei Cholim, Umatzir Asurim, Umekayem Unato, Lishenei Avad, Michamocha Bal Gevurot, Umido Melech, Melech Memitu Mechayev, Umatmiya Yeshua, Ne'eman Ata V'chayot HaKol, Baruch Ata Adonai, Mechayei HaKol, Ata Kadosh V'Shivcha Kadosh, U'Kadoshim B'chol Yom, V'Hallelu HaSelah, Baruch Ata Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Friends, I ask you to be seated once again and to just take your own time to reflect perhaps on this week that's passed. Look deep inside your heart and soul, find the light that's there as we continue silently. Our world needs so much building, so much love, so much peace. And so we continue the way we began the service. Olam Chesed Yivaneh. I will build this world with chesed. I will build this world with love and kindness and peace and goodness.
I will build this world from love.
friends, on page 253, right in the center of our pamphlets, of our books, excuse me, is our prayer for peace and our prayer for healing. There are so many people in our own hearts and souls that we know could use an extra hug. And so as we sing this prayer, think about those people. And as my eyes meet yours in the middle of the song, in the middle of the prayer, please share out loud those for whom you are asking for healing and peace and love. And for those who are here via Zoom, we ask also that you place those names in our chat box so that we can see those for whom you are praying. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
There's such a beautiful light that's growing inside of me. You know, we haven't played together as a Kabbalat Shaband, is that what we are? As a Shaband in about a year and a half. And yet, when you grow to know and love people as well as I know and love all of you, we just come right back into our flow. We know what note we're starting on. We know who is taking the lead on which song. And there's minor adjustments here and there, but it feels really good. And I'm very grateful for that. I needed that today. Micah, you've done an extraordinary job so far tonight, and we can't wait until tomorrow when you really take the helm of leadership. One of the things that we shared earlier in the prayer is that how your name is associated with one of the prayers in our books, Micah, Micha, Micha Mocha. It's attached right there. And it's one of those things whenever you open a prayer book, you may open to that prayer and say, yeah, there I am, there's me. It's a neat thing about names. And your Torah portion this Shabbat teaches a lot about names as well. Our Torah portion is Lech Lecha. And as many of you probably already know, this particular week is what? It's my favorite portion. And it really is this week. But I want to share just one small element of the portion. And that has to do with names. You see, Abraham did not begin as Abraham, of course. He began as Avram. And Sarah did not begin as Sarah. She began as Sarai. Avram and Sarai, they both had a name change at some point in this portion because they were going through huge life changes. And I think each and every one of us, when we go through important changes, we take on some sort of new identity. It may be a title that goes with our job. It may be about our relationship. If we have a loved one who has a nickname for us, or if we get married and we change what our last name used to be. It could be a name that's based on where we live, or it could be a name based on our actions. In Sephardic Judaism, the tradition is to name a child after someone who's living. And so it's not uncommon in Sephardic to have Junior and the third and the fourth. In Ashkenazic Judaism, it's not the tradition to name after the living. In Ashkenazic Judaism, there is a superstition that if we name a child after an old man, that the angel of death may come, waiting to take the old man and mistake the child for the old man. You know, the old man is coming after Yankel. The angel is coming after Yankel, but then there's a little child named Yankel also. So the child would not be named after an older person like that. It's a superstition. In Ashkenazic Judaism, it's also a tradition to change the name of a sick person, so that that same angel who's waiting for someone to die is looking for Yankel, the sick one, but Yankel's name has been changed now to Raphael. And so the angel can't find Raphael, can't find the right one. I think about all these things not because of the superstition, but because of our depth as people. Avram and Sarai had their names changed because they were going to do great things. What things will we do in our own lives for which we can make a name for ourselves? Our sages teach us that each of us is given 3 names. The name by our parents, the name that others might give us at any given time, and the name we make for ourselves. And it's that final name which is the most important one. What name are you going to make for yourselves? What are you going to do to make the world a little bit better and a little bit deeper? On this Shabbat of Lech Lecha, this Shabbat when God says to Avram and Sarai, go forth to a place that you do not know, and become a blessing. Whether you are on our younger end like Eli here, or on our older end, and I won't go there, or on our older end. Carol Sieben, you had your hand raised. No matter which end of these spectrums you may feel yourself on, you have an opportunity to make a name for yourself. What will it be? How will you do it? And what souls will you collect along the way? May that be our blessing for this Shabbat. King Yehi Ratzon, together we say, Amen. We have a person in our band who actually has two different names today. Craigie Fresh Newman is our extraordinary song leader emeritus, but he is also representing our board tonight. So he's wearing a different yarmulke. And Craig, Shabbat Shalom, we invite you to welcome our community.
And look at this, I got the mic right here. This is great. Well, first of all, I was sitting here and I was thinking that tonight is really the confluence of a lot of things I love, and I was just going to list a few of those. One, well, being here at Temple Akiba. Two, being here at Temple Akiba. Three, sitting next to this one over here. And, you know, raising her into this musical family, not just the Newman family, but the musical family of Temple Akiba. Also, I was thinking, you know, I love endurance. I'm a runner, and boy, oh boy, this is the first time I've ever sang with a mask on. I'm getting a workout over here, baby. Whoa, cardio city. But it's worth it. It's worth every huff and puff to sing these notes for you all once again with this group, this cool group over here. And last but not least, one of my favorite things in the world is just playing music. And boy, oh boy, if you're touched by what we're doing up here, I hope you know that we are as well. And that leads me into Micah. And when you're up there leading, it's very touching. You know, I have a daughter who just started Hebrew school, so she's starting to train for her bat mitzvah. So I guess I'm always a little extra emotional. But you're just doing such a great job leading. And that tells me that tomorrow you're going to be awesome. Really, really awesome. So mazel tov for all your hard work. And I want to thank your family, first of all, for being here, lighting our candles, saying the blessing over our wine, sponsoring our own egg, but for supporting you so that you can do what you're going to do tomorrow and blow us all away. I do believe we have oneg to go tonight. So on your way out, and thanks again to your family, we're going to be handing the oneg to go. So please do make sure you take an oneg to go, and a thank you also to our sisterhood. We couldn't do the oneg to go without our sisterhood. I know the one announcement I have is the tour to summer camps on October 31. What a wonderful cause, raising money so that kids can go to camp. And one of the riders of Tour to Summer Camps is our very own Rabbi Shapiro. So if you have an opportunity to support Rabbi or one of the riders, please do, because that money's going to a really, really good place. Are there any service announcements?
There's a blood drive coming up on the 24th.
Okay, there's a blood drive coming up on the 24th. So everybody chip in there. And if there's no other announcements, oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Lonnie. Okay, this is special. So if you've come to Kabbalat before, and you know in the last few years, Lonnie has worked so tirelessly to make the Kabbalats not just this traditional sort of Kabbalat setup that you see, but to add themes. We've done Beatles Kabbalat, and we've done Motown and Disney and several others. Well, we are doing Sak Hapalat, I'm calling it. Sak Hapalat. I have it written out. It sounds good when I read it. Anyway, it's a Sak Hap Kabbalat. And all your favorite songs from the jukebox turned into your favorite songs here for Kabbalat. What was that one?
Dream, 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 dream.
No, that's good.
Here's something like that, yeah.
But what's cool is all of us are writing the songs right now. And it's been a real joy. And Lonnie's overseeing everything. So we would advise you to get into the spirit of the sock hop, dress up, and we're going to really knock your socks off. So that's the third Friday of November. The third Friday of November. Okay. Well, I just want to thank everyone for being here. Once again, thank you and your family. And Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you so much, Craig. And just a PS, as of a little bit earlier today, I reached my initial goal of $3,600 raised for Jewish summer camp. So I'm raising my goal now for those of you who have not yet had a chance to make these donations to send our kids to camp. And if you have, keep on helping us out. Every shekel counts. And thank you, Craig, for your kind donation as well. We would now, thank you, Jerry. So we would now like to invite forward to the podium Wendy Senelek representing our sisterhood and Herman Barnathan representing our men's group. And Mike, if you come on forward as well, Wendy and Herman have some presentations for you. Shabbat Shalom.
Is it up here? It is. Hello, Shabbat Shalom. I'm Wendy Senelek, representing the sisterhood tonight. Micah, we'd like to give you a Kiddush cup for you to use for your holiday services. And I hope that you will think of Temple Akiba when you use it, and it will give you pride and joy. And to your family, Mazel Tov, like, wow, such a good job. So, little fact that I learned earlier today, Micah's an expert on pie. So not like the kind of pie that I love to eat, but like the 3.14, like on and on and on and on, which just told me that, like, what an incredible young man. And then to see him, you, up here, leading the service tonight, like, really impressive. And I know that tomorrow will be amazing, so just enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You know, you're getting to be a hard act to follow. You know that, don't you? Mike, I'm Herman. I represent the men's group. And every time there is a bar or bat mitzvah, it is our pleasure to give to that confirmand a Tanakh, the Hebrew Bible. Now, I have seen you before on Zoom, of course, at Torah study. I hope you will continue to come to Torah study because you now have your own Bible. You can read along with us. The Tanakh is in English. It starts with Bereshit and it goes all the way through until up through and including Revelations. It's yours. Study it. Learn from it. Anything you need to know about Judaism, about life, you'll find in this book. Mazel Tov to you. Shabbat Shalom to you, and Mazel Tov and Shabbat Shalom to your family.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Herman. Thanks, Micah. Thank you so much. Oops. Thank you so much, Herman and Wendy. We appreciate it. Friends, our service continues with the Aleinu. We're on page 282. About halfway down the page, we ask you to please rise once again.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated, everyone. I'd like to share a meaningful poem to me also about the names that we have. It was initially written by Zelda, who ironically is only known by her first name in Israeli poetry. And this version was adapted by the modern liturgist Marcia Falk. Each of us has a name given by the source of life and given by our parents. Each of us has a name given by our stature and our smile and given by what we wear. Each of us has a name given by the mountains and given by our walls. Each of us has a name given by the stars and given by our neighbors. Each of us has a name given by our sins and given by our longings. Each of us has a name given by our enemies and given by our love. Each of us has a name given by our celebrations and given by our work. Each of us has a name given by the seasons and given by our blindness. Each of us has a name given by the sea and given by death. As we remember our loved ones who have died, we remember their incredible light and how their names gave us meaning. We remember first those for whom we are in Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning. And for those who are here via Zoom, please share those names that you are thinking of in our chat box. Dr. Howard Cass and Arnold Fisher. Is there anyone who is here in our community who is observing Shloshim the first 30 days? We add to their names the yard sites, the anniversaries of the deaths that occur on this Shabbat, beginning with those who have plaques in our Urfrig Memorial Room. Edward Balaban, Gloria Hammond, Mary Kasdan, Jenny Lewis, Alexander Lovey, Irene Nussbaum, Clara Offner, Sherman Paver, Rose Rabinowitz, Sarah Rothstein, Esther Schwartz, Nathan Sorolnik. We also remember Helen Burgess, James Eglin, Joel Glassman, Sandra Goldstein, Yolanda Gutman, Joseph Josephson, Milton Callis, Jerry Lieberman, Morris Ludvigson, Helene Marshall, Sharon Muhar, Edna Ostrin, Bessie Penzo, Fran Plush, Luba Raff, Louis Rosenberg, Emmanuel Rosenberg, Ronald Ross, Lillian Senelik, Pauline Uretz, Rochelle Yadegar, Roger Zeiler. Are there additional names that those people who are here are remembering for yard site?
Edgar Gordon.
We ask for all who are able that you please rise, and we're on page 294 for our Kaddish Yatom, our Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah v'yamad divrach rotei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yamechon uv'chayedechol Beit Yisrael bagalau v'yizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Leolam Uamei Omaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei Dekudashah Barichu Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who causes peace in the high heavens help us understand that by reaching out to one another, we create peace on earth as well. For all Israel and for all humanity, we say, Amen. Please be seated, everyone. Before we close, one more note of thanks, and that is to Carol Diamond, who at home continues to be our Zoom master. Carol, we are so grateful for the strength that you muster to continue to do this so beautifully, so that those who are here via Zoom can truly be part of our service. We are very, very grateful to you. Kendra, how are we closing tonight?
We are closing with the singing of Lechi Lach, which comes directly from our Torah portion, Lech Lecha. And it talks about how God speaks to Abraham saying, Lech Lecha, go to a land that I will show you, and I will make your name great. Lechi lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech lecha, to a place you do not know.
Page 341.
Lechi lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. Lechi lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi lach, to the place that I will show you. Lesimchat chayim, lesimchat chayim, lesimchat chayim, lechi lach. And you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach.
Micah, Eli, Shai, Jamie, why don't you all come forward again? We're going to invite the congregation to rise once again for the motzi, and you'll all get your own little challah to go. And we are going to invite everyone, per Akiba tradition, to kind of reach toward the center as though you're touching the challah from there. Excuse me. But you guys can all touch it. Okay, all right. And Eli and Micah, why don't you lead us in the motzi together?
Motzi lechem min haaretz.
We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices join in happy chorus as our prayer is humbly said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Shabbat shalom, everyone! Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.